if you want to get pressure like this every single snap, you need to watch this video. Alright, boys, so what we're going to be talking about today is the absolute best blitz in the game. This is coming to you out of the 3-3-5 playbook. Not 3-3-5, anything else, just base 3-3-5, and we're going to be using the 3-3-5 stack formation. This is essentially going to be a variant of the 3-3 Cub / 3-3-5 wide blitz that's been super popular in Madden's past. But we're going to be bringing this to you in NCAA College Football 25. Now we're going to come out in just a base coverage. We're going to come out in 3-3-5 stack. Really doesn't matter what formation you are facing. We'll come out in gun bunch wide, and there is a couple different discrepancies. There's no more baseline in this game. So if you face a formation like this, I just want to showcase this to you. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to hit right on the D-pad and then down on the left stick, and you're going to pinch your linebackers. But you guys notice that usually this guy will come down here against most formations. In this, he did not. And that's going to be a problem. So we're going to go ahead and choose a new play, and I'm going to show you guys against a more popular offensive set. We'll come out against gun tray. Well, we're going to come out against gun tray, and I will show you guys against really any 5-out play. We'll go fade smash, and I'm going to show you guys what this looks like against a more conventional offensive set. So when you pinch your linebackers, they're supposed to both come down right here. If they don't, that can pose a problem. But basically the way we're going to set this blitz up is we want both these linebackers down here on the line. We're going to go ahead and blitz our user. This is going to be the first way I show you. You don't have to blitz your user. You can put him in a different assignment, and we will go over that briefly. But the main thing is that you want to globally blitz your linebackers. That way your play art looks kind of just like this. And you want to stand in this gap between this center and this guard. And you want to try to occupy both of them as much as possible. Now with a blitzed user, it's going to be a lot easier. And you guys see we get somebody free right off the edge super easily. I'm actually going to go to a different offensive set to show you guys this works a lot easier against most offenses. But there's no more baseline in the game, and that is going to pose a big problem with a lot of these blitzes because how your defense aligns is going to be different depending on the different offensive sets they come out in. So I want you guys to know how to do this regardless of the offensive set. This time we'll come out in tight Y off, and you guys are going to notice it's a lot easier to get your linebackers down, globally blitz them, and our play art is set right away. And then again, you want to stand in this gap right here, and we get pressure right off that edge every single time. Now the coverage around it, obviously you can do a whole bunch of different things. What I like to do is something like this. And that's the thing about this defense too, is that you have safety adjustments because you're going to have safeties at slot corner. So you're going to have a lot more flexibility when it comes to defensive adjustments. You just got to be careful because it's going to be like a safeties package kind of adjustment, and it's going to be something that you're not super used to. If you usually use a base defense like nickel wide or even dollar without the safeties package, you're going to have a lot different adjustments. As you guys can see, triangle right here, we have the ability to put him in an outside third, and then we can put our outside corner in a hard flat. So we have a cover 3 cloud kind of look right here with a deep half on that right side. But the main thing that we're talking about right now is going to be this blitz. And it is super consistent, guys, especially with the blitz user. You guys are going to see this time our user actually came in free. We could have just straight up user rush right there. And that's also something you guys will realize when they 5 out. Sometimes you're just going to be able to straight up user rush, like straight hit this gap. And if you don't, then you have somebody coming off the backside super easily. And again, with this defense, the adjustments will come a little bit easier to you as the more you get used to it. Like right there, I just set out that defense pretty quick. And again, this blitz is really consistent. We have somebody coming free off that left edge literally every single time. And that's going to be an easy sack before they even have the ability to throw the ball. Now, if I reset this, like I said, you can spread your or spread your linebackers as well. And that's going to give you the same kind of look. But depending on what kind of offensive set they come out in, sometimes instead of spreading normally like that, your linebackers will shift over to the right side of the field. For whatever reason, both of them will shift over there, and it's kind of like a slot corner blitz that you get kind of gap pressure with it that way. It's still very effective, but nonetheless, again, you have the ability to get really, really easy pressure, especially when they 5 out with this blitz. We have that left side coming in free literally every single time. A couple different discrepancies with this. What we can do, again, we can do whatever we want as far as coverage around it goes, but we can put our user in a spy assignment this time, and that's going to give us a little bit of a different look. And we can also contain, so that way they can't get outside the pocket. They snap the ball, and this time, again, the pressure is not as good with the contains, but they can't break the pocket, and that is the important thing right here. You can also manually contain just one of these guys. If they're like only rolling right, or if they're only rolling left, you can manually contain, and then put your other guy back in a blitz assignment. Just click onto him and do that manually. That way you can keep him from rolling right, and you still have that blitz coming off the left side. So again, we mug that gap right there, and then that blitz just comes in so clean. I know I'm not addressing the wide open running back in the flat, but that's something that you can take away with zone drops, defensive adjustments, hard flats, that kind of thing. I just wanted to go over the base idea of this blitz. One more little wrinkle with this is a different way you can do it is shift your line away from the running back. We're going to go ahead and globally blitz just the same. This time we will contain, and we're going to stand just in this gap right here. And it's going to work a little bit different. This time you're going to get like looping gap pressure. This time we actually were able to use a rush for whatever reason. Sometimes that happens in this game. It just kind of is how it is. But this blitz is super fast, super easy to set up. Again, with the blitz user, you don't have the ability to use the switch stick, which is unfortunate. So if you want to, you can put your user in a spy, do it like this. You can still contain, take that guy off the contain. You know, a lot of different ways to do this, but in general, this blitz is absolutely the best in the game right now. It's the most consistent, and most importantly, it will force your opponent to block extra people, which is going to limit the amount of routes on the field, which is going to give you a huge competitive advantage in this game, especially when this game is so easy to pass on. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you slam that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that noti bell so you're notified every time we put another video out just like this. I will be putting out all kinds of College Football 25 tips, tricks, full-length ebooks in the coming weeks. I'm still working on my offensive scheme. Part 2 should be out tomorrow. And then we're going to give you guys a full defensive guide coming later this week. So I appreciate you boys. As always, it's your boy Killer Cam Friend. Until next time, peace.